Absolutely beautiful Winnebago 40-foot diesel pusher just came in here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. And this has been used, but it's been well kept. Noticed just a little bit of wind. I don't know what you call it there. I guess erosion, almost. But wind signature on the front of that nose cap there. Nothing major. It's proof that this thing's been run down the road quite a bit. But it's nice to know that people have had their hands on it and they touched it quite a bit. When people let big units like this sit, and they start to just fall apart. You know, these things are made to be used. We have a rear diesel pusher with 7,500 owning quiet diesel generator up front. So that should be able to give you the freedom to call just about any place home that you want anytime as you're going down the road. This is a 4-slide model. 2 living room super slides, 2 bedroom slides. All 4 slides have their own rain covers. You'll see that most of your big windows also have little miniature awnings. One thing I've always liked that Winnebago does, and they're not the only ones, but they're definitely one of the people that sets the standard, is putting their baggage doors and the slide outs actually on the slide, not under it, so you don't have to be a contortionist to duck under there. And I do appreciate the big struts holding these doors open, so you don't have to try to juggle that with your head while you're handling something, you know, like your sewer hose that, you know, it doesn't need any help to be difficult sometimes. On used motorhomes, I always like to give you a close-up of the tires. You see that these are not dry rotted, they are in good shape. Quite a bit of wear and tear left on these tires. Actually, I can't even get my fingers fully down into the grooves, they're so new. Slide you back here real quick. All wired up for towing naturally. And this is on a Freightliner chassis, so your GVW and your tow capacity on this is probably pretty extreme. I don't have the specs in front of me right now, but pretty much anything that would fit within a maximum length restriction, this will have the capability of towing. It's a 350 horsepower diesel power plant here. Now the little outside vent here, that's a dead giveaway for those not familiar, of a washer dryer system installed on here. And again, I always like to take a minute to show everyone all of the outdoor storage. Now this is kind of cool. It's not just a normal pocket, but it's a full storage chest. And if you notice, it's on runners. This whole thing can pull out, so it's an easy access chest that can almost convert into sort of like a little work table. Kind of cool. The storage on this side is absolutely enormous, and you see that it has these pull-out totes right here. So all of your electric cables and all your outside accessories you can keep neatly stored away and organized, because that's always so hard. When this thing jumps and bounces down the road, that all the stuff in your undercarriage has a way of jumping around with it. It's really nice to know that it's always going to be in the same spot every time. And exactly what you'd expect from a unit like this is exactly what you're going to see when you get in here. Very, very nice high-end interior. It took me a minute to, I mean, naturally, you have 2 big super slides here in the living room, so this thing has almost a 16-foot wide living room. But it felt exceptionally large, and it took me a minute to put my finger on it. And it has a barreled interior ceiling. The entire ceiling is vaulted and arched, and that really adds that open up feeling in here. Now what's impressive is just how quiet it is in here. I have this parked right up next to the road. We're right next to a highway. You can't tell. You can't hear a bit of it in here because of the, well, one, just the insulation in general, but the ceiling especially. Normal full leather touch, soft touch ceiling liner. You see my fingers poking in there. That does a couple things for you. Obviously the biggest thing is just the drowning out of the noise. That's its primary purpose. What I've always noticed and liked about it on a used RV, though, is that you can tell if there has ever been any sort of roof leak, because that stuff will stain and you will not get it out. And you can look through this from tip to tail. It has always been exceptionally well kept. It's definition of used, not abused. You know, these people really knew what they were doing. They kept all the, you know, drawers locked away so that stuff wasn't bouncing around in transit. I wouldn't be surprised with some of the power outlet sort of safety plugs that I see here if they had maybe a little one running around. But you can't tell. This thing is really well kept. It's not torn up. If you look at your things like your dinette seating, which is your high traffic seating zones, you can see that even your fabrics on here have not been torn up and damaged. Big 12 cubic foot 4-door refrigerator freezer. giving you about as maximum possible storage space, cold storage as you can here. What's cool though is how that is mounted in the slide out. It gets your biggest, your single largest appliance is now off of the floor. And that's what really opens it up in here, makes such a big difference. Naturally, in a unit like this, you'd expect all solid surface countertops, and again, you will not be disappointed with this one. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, nice big pantry space in here as well. I like how that works. What I like is that it locks in place. There's a little finger pull tab in here that you have to push to open that up, so that if you're going down the road and let's say you space out for a minute and you're going too fast around one of those curly Q exits. I don't know the exact phrase, but you know, it's a good way to throw all the stuff in your cabinets around. I don't have any lights turned on right now, pardon me, so maybe a little bit dark here in the middle bathroom. But I see full bed in the slide, one of the slides, because this has a twin bedroom slide system. Your entertainment and your storage over here is in a second slide just in the bedroom alone. So all of this space here, this is just bonus storage space that you normally would not have. And of course, everything's all plywood boxed, hardwood door fronts, nothing is chintz on here. Man, those are smooth operating too. Your top dresser drawers, in my experience, are the most commonly used. That's where people put their socks and underwear, the stuff they touch every day. And that tends to get overloaded and worn out, and that thing works very well. You see, like I mentioned outside, we do have a combo washer and dryer system here. So again, this can be used in conjunction with that generator to go anywhere, anytime, stay as long or as short as you like. This does everything. Big, big cabinet up there. And it's so, a lot of times in stuff you'll see the big cabinets like this, but they won't put this middle shelf in here. Without that middle shelf, it's wasted space. That shelf doubles the amount of storage space that you get out of it. I'm not left-handed, so pardon me here. There we go. I'm very right-hand dominant. Whenever I have to use my left hand, it just doesn't make sense. Just big closet in the back. The nice part about this is you'll be able to leave it packed and not have to pack and unpack your rig every single time you want to set out. And just little things like the residential ceiling light fixtures and fans that you see in here just makes you feel more at home. You know, when you've been out on a long day, if it's a long, hot, muggy day, you just want to come back, you just want to kick back and relax, and you're going to feel just like you're at home in this. And in fact, I think there's a lot of people who would watch this video and laugh and say, well, this is nicer than my home. And that very well may be true. This is a gorgeous rig. Big, big linen closet right here in the bathroom. And just to give you an idea, that is, yep, that goes from about my fingertip to my bicep. You see a full of these full extension pull-out drawers here just in the bathroom. Just the bathroom here has about as much storage space as pretty much any towable RV ever dreamed of having. I noticed the toilet does have a little riser on it, so it is a little bit taller than normal. That's nice if you maybe have had a knee replacement or you've had some back work done. Or maybe you're just not as mobile as you used to be. You know, that does happen. It does catch up with you. Funny thing about time, it seems to treat everyone just about the same. Moving forward in the cabin here. I love this huge living room. Oh, check this out. Little kitchen island extension. Oops, got that locked in there. Holy cow, that is huge. Check that thing out. It's funny the stuff you see when you walk through from a different angle. So all in all, very, very impressive unit. Like I said, it's been used, and that's a good thing because it hasn't sat there unattended with problems being unaddressed. This is very well maintained on a extremely sought after chassis. Tons of storage in here too. Even up here in the cabin there's lots of storage. Oh, that's your Winegard, looks like a satellite system controller right there. Give us a call, learn even more. 800-256-5196. Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Thank you, everybody. Take care, stay safe, happy camping.